Topic for tonight: are women single by choice or aged out the game? All right. So we got a video for tonight. Video coming from our good friends over at the Lapeef Network. Compliments of my man Sweeney in the building. So we're going to run this video. You guys let me know if you can't hear it. Then we're going to get on into this conversation. All right.
Yeah, I know.
I do feel like both parties, men and women, take each other for granted. We get comfortable and complacent when we got somebody that we know is gonna stick by our side. Men and women, we both do this. Like, oh damn, they like me, they love me. Oh, they accepted me from doing this fucked up shit. Oh, I'll take an inch, I'm gonna take a mile. We stretch that shit, we burn each other out.
Right.
And I think that's a flaw between both people. We need to, appreciate when we got something good when we first get it, instead of tearing a relationship down and then saying, then you on your next relationship, damn, I wish they was like Marcus. I wish they was like Ashley. And then you chasing what you had from this prior relationship, hoping it could be like that. And you're never probably going to get that shit again. And you're not going to get it with them either.
All right. So I'm going to have to roll with kind of what Bruiser said. I think this is a problem unique to women. And what I mean by that is that we tend to see women, when they, from one relationship to the next, this is why they always talk about why body count. And this is why I said this is the reason why relationship count counts. Women tend to, and for every dude that they get with, they won't like them for whatever reason, but they like them for these reasons. And they start piecemealing a man together. And then by the time they ready, they done already piecemealed a man that don't exist together. And I think that's what I normally see, is that women tend to not be able to, they don't chase what they've already had. They just build up from their experience, and they just start building up this perfect man, and they don't exist. So I think that's what actually happens. I don't think people chase what they have. I think they just build up on top of that, and you get something that never existed in the.
All right. So I cut it right there. All right. So topic for tonight. Are women single by choice or aged out of the game? All right. So shout out to, like I said, the guys over at the Lapeef Network. Always dropping great content. So definitely go check them out over on YouTube. And yeah, like I said, they definitely dropped some great content. But that's the video for tonight's show, or the context for tonight's show. So going back to what he was saying. Hey, give me one sec. Oh, yeah, I understand what you're saying. But getting back to what he was saying. So Sweeney was making a point. So you had the gentleman in the video from the Daily Wrap Up, making his point. And then you also had Sweeney from Lapeef making his point as well, kind of piggybacking off the video. So Sweeney's point was basically what we have going on is young ladies being in these different relationships and wanting to just take the best piece or the good piece from that guy that she was interacting with. And then essentially taking all of these different pieces from all these different guys and putting that into this perfect guy, right? But according to Sweeney, that guy doesn't even exist. So referencing back to the title, are these ladies actually single by choice, or are they just aging out the game? So yeah, I got some thoughts on this, but I'm gonna go to the panel first. Anybody down in the comments, drop a comment. Let us know what you saw in the video, what you're thinking about the video. You agree, you disagree. So what's your opinion on this? Are we single by choice? Are we just aging out the game? What are we seeing? So Chloe, Vince, anything on your mind? What y'all thinking on this one?
Well, just to add some context, a little further in that video, the gentleman goes on to basically say that what's happening with a lot of women is that they are basically waiting at the finish line for men instead of wanting to. And we hear it a lot. Women don't want to build with men anymore. They want to stand at the finish line because what they've done is they, in their 20s, they prioritized the career or they prioritized education so that they can eventually have this dream career. And so what has happened is they're like, well, that's what I've done now. So now I have a certain thing. I've achieved a certain, amount of success for my life, whatever success looks like for that particular individual. And they're like, well, none of these guys that, I'm around are on my level. So I'm just gonna, keep my head down, keep going, keep plugging away. And I'm going to wait at the finish line for the guy that's ready. I'm going to wait at the finish line for the guy who has the 6'6" and the 6. I'm going to wait at the finish line for the guy who's established already. I'm going to wait at the finish line for the guy who has all of this Build-A-Bear things that I want based off what the gentleman just said in the video. I'm going to wait at the finish line for him. The problem is that the guys at the finish line are either already married or the guys at the finish line, because they have reached a certain level of success themselves, now they have requirements. And you just do not meet them. You don't meet them in some cases. In a lot of these cases, you don't meet them. Because see, now what they want, after they've also kept their heads down, and grinded and got to where they want, is a lot of times they want the things that someone who's been sitting at the finish line waiting can no longer give them or isn't willing to. So that's how you end up with some women not necessarily being single by choice, though they may feel that is their situation. They've actually aged out. So that's how we get to the point where you have the conversation, which is relevant. Are we really single by choice, or are we aging out of the game? It's a reality, but to answer this question, you have to first take a look at yourself and go, truth time. Like, where am I really? Because it's